So, Shadow of the Eagle, playing the Battle of Alcaniz, 1809. I was trying to figure out why I didn't have this problem with the harassment and attack orders before, and well, I figured it out. The Medellin version of the rules the Medellin version is the one set of rules that I've actually played all the way through, and I went back and double checked. The Medellin version of the rules doesn't have these percentages. It has a totally different way of handling at least the attack and harassment orders. Those are the ones I'm trying to work through here. So that doesn't help. So now when I'm using by the way, I'm not using the Alcaniz rules. I thought that I would use, and I'm going to continue to do this, I thought I would use the Bailen rules, because I thought, and I still believe, although I'm not certain, but I believe that the Bailen rules are the most developed. So I thought, okay, I'm going to use the most developed rules, even though I'm playing one of the earlier battles. Okay. What I'm referring to is the 30 and 50%. So, yeah, actually I'll skip harassment because Laval here, has an attack order. Okay. So this is the formation we're talking about, Laval here. So Laval has an attack order. Laval has, he has an artillery here, but the artillery is, I think artillery is just completely independent of orders, kind of like in Royalist and Roundheads. By the way, otherwise the orders really are not similar. I was thinking about this recently. The orders design is really quite different here. Okay. So he's got, Laval has one infantry here, regular infantry. He's got regular infantry that he's stacked with. He's got a regular infantry here, and then he has a light infantry here. The light infantry's already taken a point loss there. Okay, so 4 infantry, and he also has the artillery with him. He's got the attack order. So the attack order again is 50% of the units can enter into combat with enemy units. We talked about this before, about what enter into combat is. By the way, I was thinking about that some more. I have to play it as enter into combat is both fire and shock, because otherwise I think it's too permissive, and that doesn't seem to be what the design's going for. So for example, if all 4 of the infantry units were adjacent to enemy, then they could do two units shock, that's the 50%, and if fire wasn't counted, then the other 2 units could fire, in which case you're really entering into combat with the whole formation. It is always adjacent, so combat for infantry is always adjacent, so these are 250 meter hexes. That just doesn't seem to be what the design's going after. So I think it is just 50%. You get to enter into combat, that being fire or shock. Okay, well, here's the deal. It's just unclear. Now I see again, this isn't the first time, but now I see the effects of rules that are just plain incomplete, because it makes no differentiation. Is that 50% for the whole turn? That doesn't really make sense. I mean, so one unit, let's take this infantry that's stacked with Laval. That infantry unit is firing during the French offensive fire phase. Now if it fires during the offensive fire phase or the French phase, it's not shock combating. I know that. You can't fire and shock combat in the same turn. Same turn? Or phase? Well, you can't shock combat if you fired in the previous fire phase. I guess that would be your friendly phase. Anyways. Then the unit is firing again in the French defensive fire phase. Because I don't think that you have to choose to fire within the French offensive fire phase or the French defensive fire phase. I don't think. So does that mean so now I'm in the French defensive fire phase. By the way, I'm in the French defensive fire phase. That's what I'm looking at here. Is it 50% now again? So this unit can fire and this unit can fire, but even if, obviously the other units aren't adjacent, so they're not eligible to fire anyways. But if they were adjacent, I mean, I'd have to choose up to 2 units, which is 50% of the units of the formation to fire. I guess that is what it is. All right, defensive fire. Let's do that. Let's get some more fire in. What is relevant here is fire strength, their combat strength. Okay, so we only have one option here. The 1st Battalion, was that 1st Battalion, 3rd Vistula, fires into this hex, which is light infantry, which is 2, oh wait, they've been reduced. Yep, so they've been reduced by 1, so they're now 3, because that's 4 strength printed on there. So that means there's 2 and 1, because excess strength always goes to the left. To the left. So that's 2 and 1. Oh wait, the defensive doesn't matter, but it is firing into a hex with 1 strength point of Spanish light infantry there. Firing with 6 strength points, so points are added up. Okay, strength points can be modified. What would modify them? What would modify? I'm not exactly sure what would modify that, but okay. Rubber column is chosen. That's obviously column 6. Okay. Then die is thrown, and we will apply modifier. Oh, that's too bad. Roll 1. All right. Let's see if they get any. Defender in square attacking a skirmish formation -2. Okay, they're not going to get anything. Yeah, they're just not going to get anything. It's too bad. Let's do the other one over here. They've taken it. Okay, so strength 5. They're going to fire against the infantry here, obviously. Now, could they divide up? I believe they can divide up their fire. What led me to believe that? Fire can be combined from several hexes onto a single hex or distributed from one hex to several. That must be what made me think that. All right, we are going to do it just to show the example. So 3, they'll divide 3 and 3. I don't remember any rule saying you have to divide evenly or anything like that. So 3 with a 3. Are there any modifiers? I don't see any. So 3 on a 3 is a miss. Now we'll do 3 up here. Now they are firing up that the slope. Does that do anything? Line of fire. I guess not. All we need is 1 plus 1, and he does not. He doesn't get it. Yeah, he would need a 5 or a 6. All right. French defensive fire. It was all adjacent. It was. I did divide. Oh, whoops. What I need to remember this. That was not 3 and 3. That was 3 and 2, because he has 1 loss against him. So maybe he should have just combined. You know what? He should have just combined. Then he could have gotten a result. Then the 4. Well, I guess I want to roll twice, but if he rolled a 4, he would have gotten a D result. This is defensive fire. Okay. Guess that's all for French defensive fire.